So this is the Pick Me story time, and this is all true, and it's all by me. This is real. Please do not steal. Let's get into it. There's always that one pick me girl in your class that has to do like something stupid. And if you don't have a pick me girl in your class, you're very lucky because you do not want to see their bad side. So basically, when I was in fourth grade, I was like new to the school, and of course, I got to know everybody over the months. Here comes at least October. This girl named we're just gonna call her Vanessa because I don't want to put her real name on YouTube. Okay, so Vanessa came to the school, and she basically was like I don't know how to say it. So basically, me and my best friend was trying to be like the bestest friends we could to her because she was new to school. Like nobody really was trying to be friends with her. So we was trying to be super nice and at least give her a chance. That exact same day, a boy was playing soccer and kicked the ball 5 feet over her head. No, she did not get hit in the head or anything, but this part immediately confused me. So the ball went 5 feet over her head, and then she started crying. And just to remind y'all, the ball did not hit her head because I was literally watching it. He was like, "Are you okay? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you." And I was like, "Boy, do not. She's fine, pretty much." But I still asked her if she was okay because I was trying to be a good friend. So yeah, me and my best friend was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And she was like, "I'm fine, but he should have never been playing soccer ball over my head." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Yeah, he shouldn't have," even though he's just trying to be a kid and play his games. But anyways, my friend was in the classroom we had free time. And if you don't know what free time is, it's basically when we can sit on our computers or talk to our friends and stuff. So yeah, we had free time, and then I was telling my best friend that was a little bit over the top. It didn't really touch her. It didn't touch her at all. And my friend was like, "Yeah, you're totally right. I don't know what happened. I don't know." Yeah. So yeah, after that it was computers. So when we went to computer class, she obviously sat next to us because she didn't have no other friends. That was her first day at school. So basically she sat next to us, and we were like, yeah. So the computer teacher said you will be partnering with whoever's at your table or something. So I'm like, okay, so we're partners. And she seemed like a nice girl. She was really nice. But the rest of the story is actually gonna shock you because it's not gonna go down well. So then we did the little work and stuff, and then it was the end of the day, so we left the school, and it was officially Friday. So Friday is mainly the day we do Fun Friday. So we did Fun Friday, and I picked one of my favorite teachers' classroom to do Fun Friday in. My best friend picked the same thing. And the new girl, we're gonna call her Vanessa, picked the same room as us. Of course, like I said, I don't want to be rude or anything to her. And yeah. So yeah, basically after that, we end up having fun, listening to Billie Eilish and stuff like that. But yeah. So let's just skip forward because I forgot most of the stuff from fourth grade. So we're skipping forward all the way to fifth grade. So when I looked at the list, I was in I looked at the list and I was in a classroom, and I was like, "Oh, my friend's in there. My best friend's in the same classroom as me." Of course, I was happy because that's my best friend. So yeah. But then I looked at the rest of the list and see who else was in my class. And Vanessa was in the same class as us. I'm like, okay, hopefully she's better this year because last year is kind of wonky. So then, of course, we started the school day. I got to meet my new teacher. He was very nice and stuff, yeah. I was also in a class with boys that I actually didn't like in 4th grade. Like, they was insanely crazy. But back to what we were talking about. We're skipping forward again because I do not remember the beginning of the year in 5th grade. Okay, here comes the middle of the year, and we're at lunch. So I was at lunch, and this boy named Bodon was like just kept bothering us. He was literally throwing like mangoes that he ate, like mangoes that he like either like licked or something onto our food. And I'm like, luckily I brought lunch that day because I also did get school lunch, but I also brought lunch. So I gave my best friend a yogurt cup because I brought a yogurt cup with me to school. And who we're calling Vanessa said, "Where's my yogurt cup?" And I was like, "Oh, my mom only said I can bring it for my best friend." And she was like, "I thought I was your best friend. Like, what is wrong with you?" And I'm like, excuse me? Like, I didn't have to bring you anything. Like, it's kind of my, like, family's yogurt cups, not yours. But anyways, then she was like, I was gonna bring you a lollipop tomorrow. And I was like, okay, I could bring you a yogurt cup tomorrow if my mom says I can. And she was like, I don't even want your stupid yogurt cup. Like, it's probably nasty anyways. So me and my friend is devouring the Oreo yogurt cup. Because, I mean, they're so good. And you all know Takis. So, like, basically, the next day, she brought Takis to school. She was like, look at the bag of Takis I got. There's, like, the small bags the teachers give you as prizes, like those bags. So, like, I was like, oh, cool. And she was like, I'm not giving you any. And I was like, I don't need any. I can get my own. And she was like, okay, so. And I was like, I thought we were friends. Like, why are you being rude to me for no reason? Then my friend Nicole brought like a giant bag of blue Takis. She shared with everyone at the table except for the people with the Takis. So then, who we're calling Vanessa again, is like, well, can I have some Takis? And Nicole was like, well, no, because you have Takis, and I don't want to waste my Takis on people who already have Takis, which I understand. And she says, well, you're also, like, eating, like really disgusting things, so I'm kind of glad I have this small bag of Takis. So then we go to recess. At recess, me and my best friend is playing volleyball, because that's what we love to play. She comes up and was like, do you want to do gymnastics or tag? And she says it directly to my best friend. And she was like, no, not today, I'm playing with Leah. And she was like, you're always playing with Leah. It's not fair how y'all always play together and not me. I thought we were friends. She said the same thing to me, and, well, I said the same thing to her, and I was like, the thing is, you're acting like we're not friends, so, like, I don't... So then she was like, but we are friends. And I was like, yeah, we are. Or at least I thought. So basically, we was like, we can play tag tomorrow on Wednesday. And she was like, I don't want to play on Wednesday because Wednesday's gym. And I was like, girl, we can play tag like anytime. And my best friend only gets her volleyball like sometimes. Like, she only brings it sometimes. Like, she's only allowed to bring it sometimes. That's what I mean. So that's why we decided to play volleyball that day. And she got so mad. She kept talking about how we didn't like her. Like, girl, be so for real. Like, no one has to play with you. Not gonna lie, you're too rude to be played with. And when I told her that, she was like, it's not there. I'm gonna tell the teacher next time. And we was like, go ahead, tell the teacher. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, not gonna lie, you can't force us to play with you. So then a few days later, she's like, can we play tag now? And I was like, you know, why not? Like, at least you would leave us alone, like, for just a little bit. And then she was like, no, instead I'm gonna play volleyball because it looks like y'all was having fun playing it, so I'm gonna at least try before I play tag. She said it just like that, just not in my voice. And I was like, okay, do you have a volleyball? She was like, no. So we go ask the recess teacher if we can have a volleyball. So as we're playing, I do a set. My best friend bumps and she spikes, but not in the way I thought. She used both of her hands to spike and hit it down, oh my god. She hit it down like she's about to dribble a basketball like that. And I was like, you only supposed to spike with one hand. She said, oh, well, you said, let's play volleyball, so I'm gonna just spike like this. I'm like, girl, you literally just said, let's play volleyball. Like, when did I say that? I didn't say that. So yeah, I told her, like, I did not say that. And she was like, so, you still said play volleyball? And I was like, when did I say that? I didn't say that. And I'm like, I asked my best friend, did I even say that? And she was like, no, you didn't say anything about volleyball. Like, you said, okay, I'll play tag. That's what you said. And she was like, no, she didn't say that. And I'm about to stop being friends with y'all if y'all keep doing this. By the way, like, she didn't say it. Like, all the words she was saying for the past stuff I've been talking about, she didn't say it exactly like that. I'm just rephrasing it because she doesn't speak English and it wasn't, like, an easy way to say it. So then, we're at, lunch. No, the day after, we were at lunch. And she was like, Anissa, I want to talk to you. And she was like, well, I'm talking to Leah and eating my food with her. And she said, so, you talking with her like she's ugly and stuff like that. She was like, don't say that about my best friend. If you say that again, I'm not going to be friends with you. And she was like, I'm so sorry. I won't do it again. But then behind my best friend's back, she wanted to talk smack about her. But behind my back, you want to talk smack about me. And it made no sense. So I'm like, we have to make a plan. So we gathered like our whole friend group together to get into this plan. So when we did it, we was like, okay, so basically we're going to be playing volleyball. And there's going to be 2 teams, and we got to score on her. So like, people who was going to be on her team was going to try and mess the whole like thing up for her. And guys, this is like so harmless because like we wanted to do something to get revenge, but not something that would like get her hurt or killed. So yeah, we did a harmless little thing and we started playing. So my best friend scored on her like 5 times. My other friend spiked on her a few times. And my other few friends aced. And then the people that was on her team just like missed their hits, like mess up their spikes and stuff. So yeah, we did that. And she got so mad at us. She was like, this is all y'all fault, we lost. Of course she didn't know the prank because yeah, we wouldn't tell her the prank that we're putting on her. Yeah, like pulling on her. But anyways, she said this is why I don't like you. And I said, this is why I might not be friends with you. So a few days after that, why is this bird squeaking? Anyways, a few days after that, we stopped being friends with her because she said something. And I'm going to tell y'all what she said. She, so my best friend told me that her mom was having a baby. And I'm like, oh my god, congratulations, is that a boy or a girl? She's like, a boy. And I was like, okay, congratulations. And then at lunch, she told Vanessa. Of course, that's not her name. But she told Vanessa. And I was like, okay, that's kind of her, like, thing, so I don't mind if she tells her, like, that's her, like, her business. And she was like, oh, okay, cool, she said, that's good. And we're skipping forward again. So, fast forward the day where she said it. She was like, I'm so mad at you. All you do is play with Leah. All you do is talk to Leah. And she was like, but my best friend was like, honestly, this needs to stop. Like, why are you being so rude? And she was like, I'm not even being rude. Like, she's just, like, I don't like her. She's like, you don't even have to be friends with her. Like, we just try to be friends with you in 4th grade. That's all. And she was like, I don't care. So then me and my friend was talking to each other. And she was like, why y'all only talking to each other and not me? And we was like, well, maybe we just need a little bit of space from you. And she got mad, so she told my best friend, I hope your baby brother goes to HE double hockey sticks. And I'm like, what the frick is wrong with you? I told her exactly that, like, what the frick is wrong with you? She said, I didn't mean to say it. And that's why we call her the pick-me girl of 5th grade. And this is what I was talking about when I said I thought she was my friend. So I was like, girl, like, you didn't mean to say you hope her baby brother goes to HE double hockey sticks. Like, girl. Then we're walking out to go to recess. And she was telling Anita, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. And Anita was like, get out my face. Also, guys, I kept saying my best friend, but her name is Anita. But so, yeah, I just can't keep saying my best friend. But anyways, she was talking to her, and Anita was like, get out my face. I don't want to talk to you, like what you just said. Also, her baby brother wasn't born yet, so we don't know what would happen when he's born. So I don't even know why she said that. So basically, my older brother, when he was born, he unfortunately oofed, I guess you could say. So she told Anita, and I don't even like Leah. And she was like, I don't care if you don't like her, don't talk to me, get out my face, don't even look at me. So we're playing volleyball, and we're playing with our, like, whole friend group. So Yuta comes up to me and is like, you're so rude. And I was like, okay, so, like, you're just mad because your ego is worst. Like, girl, you don't even speak English, so I don't know why you're trying. And she was like, something in her language. Oh, she said cheap god. And I'm like, what does that even mean? So we translated, well, no. She said, it means shut up. So I told her, cala a boca, because it means shut up in Portuguese. And she was like, what does that even mean? Is that a threat? Like, no, she didn't say exactly that, but like it's too hard to try and tell y'all what she said because she doesn't speak English. So yeah, she did that. She's like, don't tell me to shut up, you're so stupid, and that's why your brother died. That's when my heart dropped. My whole friend group, like, froze, and we all looked at her like she was insane, because she is. And I was like, I know you just did not say that to me. So all these random kids start crowding around us. So I was like, why'd you just say that? And she was like, well, because it's true. That's why your brother died. And I was like, girl. So my friends are trying to defend me, and I'm like, guys, stay out of this. This is me and Anita's situation because we decided to be friends with her in the first place. So then, And I was like, girl, you cannot be talking. You're just mad because your brothers don't talk to you and they don't like you. And that's harmless. Like, that's not like, I'm sorry, guys. That might sound rude, but like, to me, it was harmless for her. And so then she told my best friend, no, not my best friend, sorry. She told my friend Layla, that's why you have a stepdad. And I'm like, she doesn't even have a stepdad, first off. She has a stepmom, not a dad. And I'm like, girl, I don't even understand that with the language you're be speaking. So she started saying all this stuff in her language. So Anita was like, started saying all this stuff in Georgian. I don't know what they was yapping about in their language, but like all Anita told me was she was basically cursing her out in Georgian. So I stopped being friends with her, and she ended up adding me on Roblox, but I didn't even know that was her. So when I was playing, she joined me in Brookhaven, and this is way after. This is now in 2026. So we're playing Brookhaven, and she's like, it's like, you know, the signs she was using that to tell Anita about me. So since me and Anita was FaceTiming, we was on FaceTime with each other, she shared her screen and I could see exactly what she was saying. So she was like, did you read it? And I was like, no, I didn't finish reading. So she told Saida to put it back up. Oh my god, I accidentally said her name. She told Saida to put it back up because she didn't finish reading. So I read all of it. And I'm like, and the sign said something, something, something. You always play with Liam and not me. And then she was like, and then I told Anita to act like she didn't like me. But of course she still loved me as a friend. And I told her to act like she didn't like me. She was like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, for the sake of this, do it. So she did it, and she was like, yeah, she's so stupid, I don't even know why I'm best friends with her. And she's like, yeah, you should just be my best friend. She's like, yeah, but I also stopped being best friends with people because I can't trust people anymore. She was like, okay, I understand that we're best friends now. For me, we're best friends. And I'm like, girl, you're not close. Like, nothing close to being her best friend. Anyways, come back for part 2 if you want more of this story. And let me know. Bye.